Okay, here's the next step. This is what's going to give these spring in them. So you get a rubber band, not too thick or thin, and you cut it. And then you're going to have to glue this onto here, but don't do it so it will get in the way of the blade or the sliding piece. So you glue it about there. You might need to test around different spots to make sure you don't glue it on so it gets in the way of anything. So you wait till that dries. So this is good glue so it dries pretty quick. And then you'll just glue it behind. So you see how it just springs back like that. So you don't want it too tight either, so like having it like that is bad because it will be too hard for the blade to hit it out of the way. So something where it's loose like that will work. So I'll just put a bit of glue on there. And you do this with both ends. And an example of how it will work is put the blade in without touching anything, it automatically locks. Push it back, watch. And you do that on both ends. See? Lock. Okay, if you did all those previous steps correctly, you should have something like this. The blade can't move because it's locked. If you move this all the way forward, this can now move. Locks there. Bring this back. Moves it out of the way. And locks. So this is without any spring power on it. But you need to have something that works like this. So if you put it up and you do the thing, the blade should probably just about fall out, but this one can't be very tight because it's being pushed against, like the blade's pushing against it. So you need to make something like this, and right now it's really thin, which is good because you don't want to have something a few inches off your arm. This is only just over a centimetre, so it's only got another couple of pieces over this. Actually, it's only got another piece over the top of that, and that's it for the casing and everything. So that top bit will be the top length. These are a little bit big, which is not too much of a problem though. So yeah, once you get something like that. So once you've got all this working, how the locking mechanism moves that out of the way, let's just go all the way forward, locks there, and comes back, and just the same thing. That's good. Then what you need to do is, on whereabouts you marked that little thing on the blade, put a piece of plastic on there and make sure it doesn't touch this bit. Make sure it's just underneath so it can still move, and that's what those little hooks will catch onto. Yeah, that's what these will catch onto. So you see that bit there catches that, so when this gets moved forward, that stays there and the spring tension will push that forward. So that's how it works. You should probably already know how it works if you're making this, but yeah. So now you need to cut out another piece of plastic that will fit along there. This is just to put the cover on because you've nearly finished with this. So this one is again it's 5 mil that way, and as long as this piece that way. So you need to cut out 2 of those, so it's 5 by from here to here, so it'll vary from different blades. Mine's like 8 inches or 20.5 centimeters. So 5, just remember the 5 inches, 5 mil down. Once you've cut that piece out, you need to glue it on that bit there. So now you've got 2. And then the casing would fit on top of that. So now you need to cut out another one and do the same thing along here, but remember to leave the gap there. So I just glued that top piece on then, and this still needs to be able to move back and forth through there without getting hit by it. So you see this can still move, but there's an extra piece. Okay, once you've cut that piece out, this isn't very straight, but you just glue it onto here. Simple. Once you put some glue on it, and just stick it on. Wait for that to dry. Okay, now I've got this second piece of plastic. This is again 5 mil that way. So 5 mil. And the distance is from there to there. You just figure out how big that is, you stick that on, and you do the same for this end, and then you make the case. So I'll stick this bit on. It's blue because I had to colour it in. So. Okay, now that you have both those pieces on, so you see it's there and there and there, so you see that the ruler, you can put a ruler and it will still move around because it's got that extra height off it. See there? What you need is you need a piece of plastic. I'm using black plastic for this, and you need to cut out a piece of plastic the size of the base. So you just copy, just say that down, the measurements of your ones of these, and draw it onto a piece of plastic and cut it out. Okay, once you do that, I'll show you what to do.